Could the New York Jets sign division rival safety from the Miami Dolphins, Javon Holland, in free agency? The New York Jets currently have around $52 million of cap space, and they also have a huge hole at the safety position. An NFL insider, Jets insider Rich Cimini from ESPN, predicts the New York Jets to land Javon Holland in free agency. So let's break it down. Should the Jets be interested in going after a young guy in Javon Holland at the safety position who's looking for a bag at that spot? You guys let me know in the comments. Do you think the Jets would be smart to invest in the safety position, more specifically in Javon Holland in free agency? Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe here to Jets Media for all your Jets content all off season long. Let's get straight into what Rich Cimini had to say on ESPN. According to Rich Cimini, his prediction says Jets offer a 4-year, $80 million contract, $42 million guaranteed. The Jets are desperate. Their top 4 safeties, none of whom are star quality, are pending free agents. Holland is young enough, he turned 25 on Monday, to be a foundational player for this new regime. Jets fans already are familiar with him. In 2023, Holland intercepted a Hail Mary and returned it 99 yards for a touchdown against Tim Boyle. Well, thanks for that reminder, Rich. Really needed to add that part to it. But the reality is this. Javon Holland is coming off a disappointing season for the Miami Dolphins last year. He was absolutely a baller when he first got drafted to the Miami Dolphins, and he's still a beast, in my opinion. The big question is, are the Jets going to prioritize that position? You know, Joe Douglas was a guy that never really wanted to pay the big bucks at the safety spot since he was the Jets GM. He really went after cheap guys in free agency and drafted guys like Ashton Davis in the mid-rounds and Tony Adams in undrafted free agency and bringing in Chuck Clark and, you know, Jalen Mills in the middle of the season. So Joe Douglas never really invested heavy in the safety position. Now, Aaron Glenn may have a different decision to be making here, because Aaron Glenn, you look at the Detroit Lions, they're a team that absolutely loves the safety position and the cornerback position. You look at the Detroit Lions defense, you look at what they were able to do with Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph and all those guys. They really prioritize the back end of that secondary in order for the defense to succeed. So my big question is Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji going to prioritize that position? Because right now, we have a hole at the cornerback 2 spot next to Sauce Gardner. We have our nickel corner and Michael Carter II solidified. Hopefully, he stays healthy this season. But then the safety position is wide open. We got nobody. And I think the Jets could go into free agency, get someone like Holland, and then draft somebody in the mid-rounds, day number 2, perhaps, and have a safety tandem of a young vet like Holland and a rookie. I think that'll be pretty cool. No guarantee the Jets land him because he is the best safety on the market, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of teams interested in Javon Holland. And the New England Patriots, they have a lot of cap space that they can throw a bag at Javon Holland. The Titans are reportedly interested in him as well. The Bills have been linked to Javon Holland actually as well. So we'll see if the Jets are going to be able to land him. But this is interesting because, you know, Rich Cimini is plugged in with the Jets. He's not going to say this if he doesn't know anything deep. I don't know if this is just a hypothetical scenario where he's just pulling out of thin air or he actually knows something inside. Obviously, the Jets have other options, but Holland goes a long way to improve the defense, and I feel like the deal that will be structured for this Jets team, it's definitely going to be an interesting one to see if it's worth investing at that position, because I feel like, again, if you look at what Aaron Glenn did with the Detroit Lions, they need secondary in order to succeed as a defense, and I feel like Javon Holland is a very young ascending player in this league looking to get paid the big bucks. Did not work out in Miami last year. Hey, maybe he comes to the Jets and we can steal one of our division rival players in Javon Holland, who, yes, Rich Cimini like to remind us, was part of that 99-yard pick 6 at halftime. That was absolutely devastating. But at the end of the day, I think the Jets would be smart to offer Javon Holland a good contract. I don't want to overpay for him, though. I don't think he's this game-changing safety that's going to be, you know, top 5, top 3 safety. So I don't want him to reset the market and all of a sudden be paid as the highest safety in the NFL. But at the end of the day, this is where the league is. The market is what the market is. And with the salary cap increasing every single year for the NFL, you're going to have to pay a lot of money for a guy like Javon Holland hitting the open market at the age that he is. So I feel like getting a guy like Holland in free agency would definitely be a big get for the New York Jets. There's obviously other options at the free agency position for the safeties like Trevon Moehrig. Talona Hafunga as well is another guy. So there's a lot of free agents that the Jets are going to be considering at the safety spot, but the number 1 free agent is Javon Holland. And again, Rich Cimini has linked him to the Jets as a potential big-time free agency splash. So you guys let me know, do you want the New York Jets to bring in Javon Holland in free agency? If you don't want him, let me know why you don't. If you do want him, let me know why you do. Let me know in the comments, folks. Hit the like button. Let's go, Jets, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.